Cybersecurity breaches, they're everywhere these days.
Now, with that massive security breach possibly putting 143 million Americans at risk.
Another week brings another headline-making attack.
Well, do hackers have your financial information from Equifax? You know, like your credit card info, mortgage data, social security number, and basically everything they need to clean you out.
In just the last few years, major companies Equifax, Home Depot, Anthem Health, eBay, Target, Sony Pictures, and many others have faced major privacy breaches by hackers.
So I looked for a company, couldn't find one, so I built my own.
Yesterday's espionage stories are now today's cybersecurity stories, and things that were once spy movies are now actually being done against companies daily.
With it happening so often to so many companies and individuals, people are wondering what can be done to stop it, or at least slow it down.
It's a new battlefield, even in the corporate world.
The alarm clock goes off early at Theresa Payton's home in Dilworth, usually before the sun comes up. Theresa soon emerges for her morning run. It's a chance to clear her head and think about the day that's about to unfold. Theresa is on the leading edge of fighting cybercrime. Protecting people and fending off the bad guys is in her blood.
I'm the daughter and a granddaughter of the Marine Corps. I went to 9 schools between kindergarten and 12th grade. I married a Naval Academy grad, and he was the son of the Navy.
Theresa began her career in the financial sector, including senior vice president roles at Bank of America and Wachovia. She was on the cutting edge of technology. Then one day, her assistant took a call.
She said, "Miss Theresa, you had a call from the White House." And I said, "The apple juice company or the clothing company?" And she said, "No, the one in Washington, D.C." And I said, "Am I in trouble?"
No, she wasn't in trouble. Turns out the White House was calling about a job. Theresa became the first woman to serve as White House Chief Information Officer, overseeing IT security operations for President George W. Bush and the executive branch.
Just an incredible honor.
She held the position from 2006 through 2008, creating the White House's first 24-hour cybersecurity center.
A typical day, not always, but almost always, left around 10 o'clock at night. Some nights, lots later.
Once President Bush left office, it was time for Theresa to move on. She wanted to continue working in cybersecurity, but where?
I thought to myself, I need to go find a company who's thinking about this the way I'm thinking about this now.
She created Fortalice Solutions in Charlotte, a team of cybercrime fighters, designing, developing, and deploying customizable services and strategies to fend off the bad guys.
We look at human risk and we look at network risk, we meld them together, we come up with a cybersecurity program, a roadmap a company can follow, and then we help them implement that roadmap.
It's almost like we're trying to help them build their house, and then as they build it, we try to break into it and see, are there still any windows that need to be locked, any doors need to be shut and locked, and then advise them on how to best secure their house.
In just over 10 years, Fortalice has risen from startup to being ranked 250th on the Cybersecurity 500 global rankings, with Theresa number 4 on the list of top 50 global cybersecurity influencers.
I can't be more proud of my team.
It's no wonder Theresa is often sought out by media outlets to lend her insight, from local television newscasts.
Joining us live via Skype is our cybersecurity expert, Theresa Payton. Theresa, always good to see you.
To 24-hour cable news networks.
Being here. And tell me, who knows more about me these days? Is it the government or is it Target?
It's probably Target and all the other retailers.
Wow.
And daytime talk shows.
These are the tips that you have. First, you say cover cameras and remove recording devices from private areas. What do you mean by that?
The rule I like everybody to remember is the CC rule, cover cameras. Assume every device, your laptops, computers, tablets, your smartphones, they're all recording devices if they can talk to the internet, even if it looks like it's off.
Theresa is also an author, writing multiple books on cybersecurity. She was even a guest on Comedy Central's Daily Show with Jon Stewart, and she's also a renowned speaker.
You'll be amazed with a British accent or a Southern accent how you can sweet talk people out of their user IDs and passwords.
And at home, she's a wife and a mother to 3 children and 2 rescue dogs. Oh, and did we mention she's also an actress? Yeah, that's right. Theresa played herself on the CBS show Hunted.
At Command Center, Theresa's intel team dives deep into background research on Matt and Christina.
Matt is 6'8", which is freakishly tall.
If you saw a 6'8" person just walking around, you say, "Hey, look at that guy."
With a gorgeous 5'11" blonde on his arm?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not going to blend.
All this brings up the question, what doesn't this woman do?
We're all not quite sure. I think it's because Theresa doesn't sleep.
I don't know how one person can do all that, but it's really impressive.
I came up with a system, and I've color-coded my calendar towards the system, and it's my 5 Fs. So it's faith, family, friends, fellowship, which is like your community service. And then the last thing is, what are you fighting for? For me, I'm fighting for everybody's security and safety.
She may not carry a badge or wear a police uniform, but Theresa Payton is on the front lines of fighting crime in a world that can use all the help it can get.